So I'm going to tell you why these headphones, the Wh-1000xm2 Mark II, might be the best sound investment you can make right now. Don't go anywhere. So welcome back to What Gear Reviews, and if you're finding me for the first time, make sure you hit the thumbs up, subscribe and turn on the little bell notification so you don't miss more videos like this in the future. I'm planning to do some giveaways soon on some smartphones, so you might want to stay tuned for that. But anyway, I'm here to tell you that these headphones right now might be the best value because they've already dropped in price because Sony have just announced the next version, the Mark III. But these are really awesome. If you look at this box, you can even see that What Hi-Fi have given it 5 stars, meaning that they think it can't get any better. Well, guess what? It has just got better because they just announced a newer version and they've added more cool stuff. But these are really awesome, and the value for money on these right now is going to be really amazing. They've already dropped £60 in price. I'm fully expecting these to go on sale very soon. So if you want to check out the current price, follow the link below this video. Trust me, you're going to get an awesome deal if you look around right now. But anyway, I'm going to show you what comes in the box. These are the gold versions. I'm going to show you some of the cool features that these have. And bear in mind, a lot of people consider these to be right up there at the top of the tree against the Sennheisers, the Bowers and Wilkins and the Bose. And some people even say they sound better. So if you are considering buying a pair of headphones, look no further than these right now. So let me bring your attention to some of the stuff on the box here. One of the cool features about these headphones is the NFC. That means you can basically touch your phone against it and it'll pair in one touch. It's got high-res audio playback as well, so you get that full audio sound from these headphones if you're playing back high-res audio files. You've also got the Sense engine, which basically allows the headphone to adjust to your surroundings depending on where you are. I know the new one has a new feature with a barometer, which basically knows if you're flying. Of course, they're wireless, but they do come with a cable as well, and I'll show you that in a minute. But something really interesting here on the back of the box is LDAC. So LDAC is Sony's own high-res audio streaming, which is actually going to be coming to Google Android Pie devices very soon. You do have aptX anyway, so you're going to get that high-res audio from Qualcomm, aptX HD. But that LDAC feature is something which is exclusive to Sony right now, but it's going to be available on a lot more devices very soon. And another really awesome thing about this is 30 hours playback. So you literally don't have to charge these for at least a day if you're listening to them continuous. So that's just amazing. But anyway, let's stop wasting time and let's open this box. So first out of the box is the actual carry case, and it's a really premium case as well. It's a slightly hard case there, and it's got a little netted bit on the back. You open these up. There we have the headphones. Sony even put a little bit of an inlay card in there, which actually shows you what does what on the headphones. The controls which are on one side, and then it also lets you know about this side as well with the NFC. Pretty cool. And in here, there's also something else. And there's also a little airplane adapter there if you need to plug into the entertainment system on the airplane. So you've got one of those as well, which is cool. So first impressions of these headphones, they feel really premium. They're quite lightweight actually. Got that silver piece across the top there. Adjusts nicely. I don't know how I feel about the color of these personally. I do think they look all right. They are meant to be gold. I think I probably would prefer the black ones, but I bought these just because everybody else got the black ones, so I thought I'd get the gold ones instead. So really nice design here. You got this kind of leather feel on the backs of the cups. I actually unboxed the first version of these, the Mark 1s, and I actually think I preferred the texture on the Mark 1s than these ones. I know that they've changed it again for the Mark 3, so I'll have to wait to see what those ones are like, but pretty cool. So on the side of the headphones here, you've got the power button there. Push that down and it switches on. Then you've got the noise cancelling selector switch there as well. Let me try these on real quick. I must admit, these are really comfortable, and I can barely hear myself speaking right now, so the noise cancelling is already working, but there's no noise in this room. First impressions of the comfort on these, really good. I actually have nothing to complain about here. There's no squeaking on the hinges or anything like that. So now I know there's been some people out there that said the hinges have been a bit fragile, and I can see that on these ones. I know they've improved it more with the newer headphones, but But I think as long as you're not throwing these around or pulling them apart, you should be alright. It does seem pretty sturdy. Now let me tell you, one of the coolest things about these headphones is this cup here on the right hand side actually has controls behind it. So if you swipe to the right, it will actually skip the track forward, swipe to the left and it will switch the track backwards. You can even adjust the volume up and down, and you can double tap it to pause, and if you hold your finger down you can open up your Google Assistant or Siri. Now in my opinion, that's really cool. Then if you look at the back of the other cup, you've got the NFC one touch pairing there. That's assuming that your phone has NFC, and mine does. I just never switch it on, so I have to find it. And while we're here, we might as well test it out, see if it works. Okay, so I've turned on the NFC. Let's see if this works with one touch. Let's go. There we go, it's picked it up. And it's now connected. So the one touch pairing works really, really well. Let's see what else comes in the box. So you've got a really nice cable there. Solid cable as well. It doesn't feel like that's gonna break. Matching the color of the headphones themselves. And you've also got a pretty short USB-B cable. And I have to say, I'm a little bit sad about that, because these were actually released in 2018, and you would expect a headphone like this with the price tag it used to carry to have a USB-C cable, because now USB-C is pretty much the standard. But anyway, USB-B cable, and I heard 10 minutes charge with one of these will actually give it about an hour's playback. So that's still pretty awesome, even with USB-B. And of course, my favorite, all the literature. So that's pretty much the unboxing done, and I am going to be doing a review of these versus the Bowers & Wilkins PX. So both of these headphones were released this year, and there's a newer version now of the Sonys. But the question is, how do these compare to the version 2? The prices are quite similar right now as well. And I've been using these, and I must say I'm really impressed with these. But are the Sonys better? That is the question. And if you didn't already do it at the beginning of the video, make sure you Hulk smash that subscribe button. And I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and make sure you check out the price on these right now. Keep an eye on it. Trust me, you're gonna get a really good deal on these. And if you wanna check out my unboxing of the PX headphones, there'll be a link at the end of this video for that, so you can watch that video as well. And stay tuned, make sure you turn on those notifications so you can catch the video of the Bowers & Wilkins PX versus the Sony Wh-1000xm2s. So I'll see you guys in the next one. Don't be late.